Hey, budget buds. Welcome back, or welcome to this little budget. So in this video, I am going to just recap my weekly spending just to see if I was able to stay within budget in my different cash envelope categories. Spoiler alert, your girl did awful. But anyway, and then we're going to break down my July paycheck number one. As I've said in other videos, I get paid semi-monthly, so just the 15th and the last day of the month. And so once I complete my monthly budget, which I've already uploaded that video and I will link it in the cards above, I then go back and see how I need to split up all of the expenses, sinking funds, cash envelopes between the two paychecks. And I'm sorry if I'm shaking you guys. Trying a new setup, really trying to get this camera angle thing going. So anyway, before we get into the paycheck, let's move this to the side. Your girl got this right here. So we are gonna fill up Big Yella with all of the coins. We are empty. There is 5 cents in here, and that was just 5 cents that I found on the floor while trying to clean up. So taking out my cash envelopes, I'm gonna take my cash envelope trackers out and talk about that, because that is something that I did new. And then make sure I'm in frame here. I'm going to empty out all of this change. I do not spend change. I do not feel bad when the cashier or whoever is like, do you have so-and-so cents? And I just be like, nope. But I feel even less bad when I've emptied out my wallet and then I truly don't have any change in there. I know that sounds bad, but change definitely adds up. I believe if you've watched my June paycheck stuffing, I updated my coin jar and I have about $105 in there. And so again, every little bit counts. So I'm going to put this to the side, and this is where we are. So I can't wait to fill this up again. And I do not put this in the digital coin jar until the end of the month. So we'll just continue to fill this up week to week. All right, move that to the side. I need to put something back into this little pouch. Before I go any further, I just want to take a second and publicly thank all of my new subscribers. Names are going to go across the screen, and these are all of the people who are publicly subscribed, so I can see their names. It comes up in my email notification. Several people have been leaving more comments, and we've been having conversations, and I didn't know that I would feel so good, like genuinely warm and fuzzy, to get comments, to talk to individuals who are just trying to get their budget journey started, or who they've started and they're just pushing through. And I just think it is the best thing in the world. So if your name has gone across the screen, it is because I absolutely appreciate you subscribing and engaging with my channel. And if you are subscribed but you are not publicly subscribed, I'm going to thank you anyway, but would love to acknowledge you in my next video. And if you're not subscribed yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you don't miss another video. All right, guys. So groceries, nothing. Gas, nada. Spending, food, just the coupon I didn't use. Miscellaneous, well, okay, hold on. I got $2 left over, and I'm gonna actually put this, and I'll do it off camera, put this in my debt snowball envelope. Yeah, I am paying off debt, and there are some debt payments that I am putting more money to than the minimum to get that done quicker. You get what I'm saying. But I have not been like putting an excessive or an exorbitant amount of money towards it like some other budgeters do. And that is just because I am trying to get the saving and the discipline aspect of budgeting down. I'm going to just straighten you guys up a bit here. And then once I can do that, I am going to start focusing more on, excuse me guys, I had to sneeze there, on putting more money aside to debt. And I believe I am going to start doing that come September, October at the latest, just to start that habit. But for me, it is baby steps, one step at a time. This is what works for me. You putting money towards debt and maybe less to something else is probably what works for you. And that's why budgeting is a very highly individualized plan, because there's no two budgets that are alike. But anyway, let's get back to the depressing news. And so now miscellaneous was the only category, that had money left. And then Lauren, my daughter, went back to school last week, and I'm going to put a little clip of here from her first day. And so her envelope is done, as well as the cash that I had put aside so that I can keep refilling this envelope because she had a new backpack. We got a few hair bows to match some outfits some family members gave her. We got a few things in terms of snacks and other things to hold her over. Oops, sorry guys. Until I do another big grocery shopping. And so it was really nice having that cash on hand because I was able to take care of everything. You know, she needed pull-ups and stuff like that. Everything that she needed to get through this first week and a half of school until I get paid, until her dad and I actually get paid again. So envelopes are empty. Gonna go ahead and put this back in here. And then what I've done, the expense trackers that I had bought, and I talked about this in the last video, I just started to keep track of everything that I was like purchasing. So for groceries, I went over, if you can see that, $28. Gas was perfect, in part because these are the last few days that I'll be working from home, and I will start going back into the building. So I have only been using the car to take my daughter to school and to run errands. And usually everything is just within the same like 10-mile radius. So gas was good. Spending actually was not over. I had $6 left, but I had to use that to cover another expense. And the only thing that I spent money on was Michael's had a really good sale on scrapbook paper. It was buy one, get two free, and each book was $20. And so I ended up getting 6 books for $40. I was like, yeah. And I'm using that to make some cash envelopes for a challenge that I'm going to start in a few months, weeks. I don't know just yet. I really want to get through the 100 envelope challenge before I start another savings challenge, but I am just preparing for that. And it does require lots and lots of envelopes because I also do it with my family. I like to involve them just as a way for us to save money and to bond over that. And so just making lots and lots of those. I will show those to you guys in another video. Anyway, let's keep going. Went over on food by $7. And then I can fill this out with miscellaneous because I had $2 left. And then I will actually, when I add $5 when I get paid, I'll just put that there. And then this one is for when I make a purchase and I'm like out or away. And this money comes from one of my sinking funds. I just go ahead and note it here. And so again, I play Township. So if you're on Township, find your girl. But I done spent like $11 on some games, not games, in Township because I'm having so much fun with it. And so I just noted it here. It's highlighted, so that means I had already put it in the bank. And so that's it. So I just keep this in my wallet. This was like a very generic clear cash envelope that I am trying to make. But guys, I'm going to keep practicing. I'm not good at it yet, but I am going to keep practicing. Sorry that I'm shaking you. I think it's just because the tripod is leaning against the table. Sorry, guys. I'll figure that part out. So this one is not particularly straight, but it is just to keep my cards together. And I do keep a pen in my wallet, so that is also helpful. So I try to fill it out immediately so that I don't forget. And of course, all of my receipts I scan into Fetch. Guys, here is my code. Go ahead and sign up using the code so that you get points, I get points, and we are just out here throwing points all over. I do plan on saving my points until December to use those to redeem them to get gift cards for Christmas gifts. All right, guys, moving right along because I don't want this video to be super, super, super long. Let's get into the Paycheck Breakdown. This was a sheet that I made. I was just trying my hand at making it, just wanting to see if I like it. And if you like it, I am going to link it down below and it'll be a freebie for you to use. And I will constantly update the file so that it is different months, as well as I know some people get paid weekly. So I will update the number of paychecks. I'll go up to 5. I know July is a magic month for you weekly hotties out there. Or, you know, however many. So I will do that, and I'll probably leave a blank one if you like it. Yeah, not gonna try to like sell this or anything because it's just, you can do this on a sheet of paper if you so desired. I just wanted to try it and share it with you guys. And so let's get started. This is my little case from Dollar Tree. And I decided to do that because I like to color coordinate. Guys, I'm a big pen fan. So yeah, whatever. I'm rambling. Pause. So my sister was like, girl, love your videos, but your nails are, She was like, I can't be saying, hey, budget buds, and my nails look like, ugh. So I had these press-ons left over from a wedding that I attended. So tell me what you guys think. Okay, let's get into it because I am rambling. I will be looking off screen a bit. You can see my little cheat sheet off in the corner, and I do need to kind of turn this to the side so that I can write. So if you remember, I said that because my pay was changing a bit, that I didn't want to include some information in these videos just because I felt like after rewatching some, I was just giving a lot away. Guys, I am so sorry that this is being really shaky. I just don't think the tripod stand is on solid ground, and I also think this desk that I'm using is not my original desk, so it's just a little iffy, and I apologize for that. So after I take out some like savings things, tithe, and some other expenses, I am left with $1,968.69. I don't do any side hustles or anything like that. So this is all that I am going to have for this paycheck. And so my bills this month include, hopefully you guys can see this, my car insurance, my city credit card, my Old Navy credit card. Guys, sorry if I write slow. I just like my handwriting, I like my handwriting to be neat, and so I do take my time. I apologize. My Children's Place credit card. So Lauren's summer wardrobe, I purchased using that card. I purchase her wardrobes that way. Usually I have the cash to pay it off, but because we had taken that trip to New York, I went ahead and just purchased some clothes, and so I'm paying this off. Not the way I would recommend doing that, but it is what it is. Subscriptions. And after this month, this subscriptions line item will increase because I did invest in Canva Pro. Trying to be professional and attractive to all my budget buds out there in terms of my videos and things. So I invested in that. So my subscriptions will go up. Of course, Lauren and my sorority are in there. I am saving to buy a house, so my house fund. And then I challenged myself to save $10 a week, just as a way to hold myself accountable to making sure I know where all of my money goes and to add a little savings cushion. And so I'm gonna put in the amounts really quickly. I do calculate, I know some people round up the cents to the nearest dollar, but I do calculate to the exact cent. Just because it is helpful to me. And this will account for the 16th and the 23rd. So I only need to put $20. And then this total is $986. Oh, guys, this should have been 80, not 86. 56. And so I simply just subtract this amount from my total income, and I'm left with $982.13. Eventually, I would like to get to a point where I am splitting bills in half. So like, for instance, my car insurance, it is due in this paycheck, right? So rather than paying the entire $161, when I get paid at the end of the month, so for instance, when I get paid my last July paycheck, I would take half of that, so that when I get paid my first August check, I would just need half of this amount instead of all of that. Hopefully that made sense, but I'm just not there yet in being able to split my bills that way. So I basically split my bills based on when they're due and out of which check they come from. But again, it's whatever works for you, because you have to be able to live and live comfortably within your budget system. All right, so for my cash envelopes, I do my groceries, gas, spending, food, Lauren, so she has spending money, and then miscellaneous. So that's $150, $50. $50 seems to be working well. $30 for food, $10 for Lauren, and then $5 for miscellaneous. So this is a total of $295. And when I subtract $295 from the amount remaining above, I'm left with $687.13. So I'm gonna move this over just so that you all can see. For miscellaneous, so these are maybe large one-time purchases that come out near this check for something that I have to do. And so in this instance, my sorority dues are due, and I am short because I do save for that monthly, but I am short. And so I need $205. So I just need to account for that lump sum. And that is the only miscellaneous purchase that I have this month. So again, I take this number and I subtract it from the amount remaining, and I'm left with $482.13. So moving on to my savings challenges, making sure you guys can still see that in frame. I am doing the 26-week challenge, and that is for $1,000. And so I'm going to be putting in 87. It may seem random, but this is just two numbers that I chose from the entire tracker, and I can show you what that looks like. So you're like, that's such a weird number. So this is the, and I just color in the little piggies, but it is because I am doing weeks, there it goes, 19 and 20, so 43 and 44 make $87. So yeah, that's where that weird 87 comes from. All right, so then even though this is a sinking fund, I am funding it through a challenge. So for Christmas, the month of July, I owe Christmas $110. So I just split that into two. So $55. And then for the 100 envelope challenge, that is going to be $80. And that's just one envelope. Again, the traditional way of doing it is that you have your envelopes numbered 1 through 100 and that you choose 2 every week. My budget does not allow for that. So I do what I can and when I can. And so when I have the opportunity, or when I can only do one envelope, I try to make sure it is the largest envelope that I can do. So for the month of July, because my dues have to come out and that is taking up a chunk of my extra funds, I can only do 2 envelopes. And so I chose to do 80 and 90. So the entire 10s column is complete. And then I'm going to move to the 9s column. And then I'm going to go down until I am completely done. So this is a total of... Guys, I'm looking at my calculations here and I'm just like, wait, what? That is not right. Not right at all. So I'm going to go over here and calculate. It's 87 plus 55 plus 80. And that is, so I was off by $4. I'm not sure how that happened. $222. And so again, my amount remaining was $42.13 minus that $222, and I'm left with $260.13. So the rest of this is now I can use for my sinking funds. I'm not going to be stuffing all of my sinking funds, but I am going to be stuffing some of the most important ones. So for my car maintenance, that is going to be $80. And this is the last month in which I need to split this between repaying my savings and my sinking funds. And so this split is, I will repay myself $51. That goes to my house fund. And then $29 will go in the envelope. August, when I budget this out, you'll notice that the full $80 will be stuffed. I am pretty proud of this accomplishment because this is the first time that I borrowed from myself and paid myself back. And I did that because I bought tires, and tires fall under car maintenance. So that's why. Memberships. This is going to be $20. That is a fixed amount every month. And glasses is $15. So these 3 sinking funds are always the same amount. And that is because I calculated how much I needed for these individual things, or whatever the case may be, sinking funds. And I just divided it by 12, and this was the amount that I got. And so I keep these the same. These are my fixed sinking funds, if you will. And so then emergency. That is going to be 20. My hair is going to be 50. My health is 15. Tech, I want to save up for an iPad, so I'm going to put $20 aside. Future is 15, and future is just an envelope for like things I know. Sorry guys if I was like, oh, I'm covering up that side, so that's fine. I know I am aiming to purchase a home, and I'm thinking about the things that I need, appliances, furniture, all of that good stuff. And so just saving for that little by little. For family fun, that is also 15. And then shopping. Want to build this up a little bit. That is going to be 5. And so this totals up to $255.13, and that gives me, guys, $255, and that leaves me with $5.13. And I will just leave that in my account as a buffer. I don't need to go ahead and like spend that. And so then I'm going to do my cash breakdown. I pulled out the wrong pen. pull my cash breakdown. So 1, 5, 10, 20, 50, and 100. And so I then go through with my purple pen and think about all of the places in which I am going to take cash out. So for instance, groceries gets 150. So 100, 150, 10 and 5, 10 and 5, and 5. All right, guys, making sure you guys can still see that. All right, so in purple, I've gone through and all of the funds that I do take out in terms of cash to stuff, I now then go through. So my 1s is times 4, my 5s times 10, 10s are going to be times 10, 20 times 9, 50 times 4, and 100 times 1. So this is $4, $50, $100, 180, 200, and 100, for a total of $634. So guys, depending on when you are watching this, my cash stuffing for my July paycheck will be up on Saturday, July 17th. So please make sure you hit the notification bell so that you do not miss that video. Making sure you guys can still see this. Again, working on my camera angles. But yes, again, thank you guys so much for being here. Please go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button, share this video with others, and I will see you again back July 17th for my first paycheck stuffing of July. Bye, budget buds.